How do I start my story? How do I tell you about my brain injury and about Headway? Let me start by saying this. Before in my life, I was a BT engineer. I had a gardening business. I used to be a martial artist. I had a good community of bikers. I was in a bikers group, so I loved going on my motorbike. But the motorbike gave me my injury. In 2018, I was involved in a motorbike crash. I can't tell you what happened because the Lord has made me not remember for some reason to protect me. And so I was really struggling. Like I said, I had a good lifestyle, but it started just fading away in the background. I seemed to not fit into the lifestyle that I had before, and my world had changed. Like, after my brain injury, I had a high sense of smell. Things that I liked before, I didn't like now. I was very confused. I was very lost. I lost my job, and that was devastating to me, because your job is part of the person who you are. When people ask you a question, they would say, what do you do? And you say, oh yeah, I'm a lawyer. I'm a bank manager, Your job gives you some personality, gives you someone who you are. And I lost that through my brain injury. I lost my ability to do the allotment. I was losing a lot of stuff. I lost my confidence to go back to martial art because I was scared of getting hit. I couldn't ride my bike no more, so I lost the community of my bikers. Eventually they just faded away. And I was on my own, and I just faded into the darkness, and I was lost. And then somehow, someone mentioned Headway to me. And I said, I'll go on, I'll look it up. And so they looked it up for me, and I got a day to go for a 1-day interview down there and see what the place was like. I went there, and I was like, this ain't me. This place is not for me. I'm not like these people. I was in denial. I couldn't believe that what had happened to me, and I couldn't accept it. I was just in the dark. There was no flowers. There was no brightness. I managed myself on the floor, crawling, trying to get my life back together. And how it came about, I visioned it like this. I was in the dark. I was in a dark tunnel. I couldn't see anything. And then I discovered Headway. And then there was like a rail that was supporting me on my journey through this tunnel. Now I'm walking, and everything is blooming. There's flowers on the side, and there's flowers blooming inside my heart. In me, I'm growing. I'm reborn. I'm a new bud. Like spring has happened again. Everything is blooming for me. So yeah, and I weren't alone. And when I was at Headway, I discovered the art room, the kitchen, the main space. I discovered the community there, and I realised everyone in Headway was on their own journey. And Headway was supporting us. It was giving us the reborn again, like the phoenix. We had this opportunity to discover treasure inside ourselves. Like Headway's like a treasure hunt. Outside we was a jigsaw puzzle in our normal life and we fitted. But after my brain injury, I felt I didn't fit. And then I came to Headway, and everyone fits in Headway. No matter what disability you have, we just fit. You find something in Headway, and I found that I got a lot of support from the people around me on their own journeys, And if you see me now, you wouldn't believe it.